Ya. Quinta y derecha. Eso. Golpe de gancho. Eso. Cámbiaselo. Cámbiaselo. Eso, cámbiaselo ahora. Cámbiaselo. Ya vea. Golpe de gancho. Golpe de gancho. Ahora cámbiaselo. Cámbiaselo. Eso.
I'm not trying to hear it. September 13th, September 14th, I'm not trying to hear it.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
I'm not trying to hear no excuses as to why Canelo Alvarez lost against Terence Crawford when Terence Crawford dismantles Canelo Alvarez on September 13th on Netflix. I'm not trying to hear no excuses. And as I look, right, I'm not sure how far in camp is Canelo, right? I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if this is just his fans trying to be funny. I'm not sure if he thinks Terence Crawford is easy money. But whatever the case, I don't think he's taking Terence Crawford as serious as he should going into this fight. Because he's on yachts dancing, right? I'm not sure how old this is. This is fairly recent, right? Because this is what he's been on. Canelo's been partying. He's been chilling. And now he's in the ring sparring with his son. And it's cool. You know, your family's in camp, your kids in camp. You know, it's an experience that they'll never forget. But I think this is a fight where Canelo Alvarez needs to really, really buckle down and take this thing serious. Because even if you as a Canelo fan going into this fight, how could you take it serious when you see Terence Crawford? When you see Terence Crawford going up to Colorado in the mountains.
September 13th, live on Netflix. #1 fighter in the world.
What's your name?
Pound for pound, Terence Crawford. He going for 42-0.
Where's he from?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Height and weight.
You understand?
Who's he going against? Let's take him
Canelo
down.
Alvarez, Canelo. We
Oh
call
my
him
God,
Canelo.
he's serious, bro. Good luck.
You heard?
You're the man.
You heard? He make his own luck. Look at this hard work. It ain't no magic. It's hard work.
Going up and down them stairs. All these compilation videos of him doing all these different training regimens and these routines. All this stuff that he's doing already, right? Where's this from Canelo Alvarez? We see him dancing on yachts and playing around with his son. We don't see no seriousness going into this fight. So I don't want to hear no excuses from nobody. I want everybody to be here September 13th on a post-fight reaction. We may do a watch party, but I haven't decided yet. But be sure to stop in because we're gonna have a very, very interesting discussion after this fight concludes. Because I have a feeling a lot of people, especially a lot of people on Facebook and other platforms as well, gonna disappear. They either A, gonna disappear or have some type of excuse. Excuse to why Canelo Alvarez didn't win this fight. Excuse to why he got dismantled and destroyed by Terence Bud Crawford. That's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be excuses and there's gonna be an abundance of them. So I'm kind of annoyed right now because I don't see no seriousness from Canelo Alvarez. I want to see dude at his best too, whatever's best that's left in him. I want to see that. Because truth be told, he lost that fight against William Skull.
Good boxer, very athletic. Lot, fight off the jab. Crawford tries to power to the body. It's the most active round by far here. If you want to call it that, and Paris landing hard. Right. And that appears that that's going to be the case. Crawford later in the year. Crawford's going to get a shot to wake him up to get going. Conventional wisdom's game plan tonight is to make Canelo uncomfortable throwing these jabs. Cool tries to pick up the pace a little bit.
That right hand and try to land it on Canelo, just like that.
That was certainly a judicious one. Haven't really gone for the kills because anyone else is 69, 64.
Someone's not exchanging good movement and jab.
Courts in the world, if you don't like what your opponent is doing, you can punch stats. Canelo at 108, 101,
Nice uppercut.
Right? Technically speaking, he lost the fight, but politically speaking, he won the fight. Why? Because, well, we got this fight. So if you go back and look at that fight, And then you mean tell me that he's not even taking his next fight, which is arguably one of the best fighters of this generation, more serious? Then how could you have any faith? How could you have any hope? How could you put the house on Canelo, despite him being the bigger guy, despite him being at 168 pounds longer than Terence Bud Crawford, despite this being Terence Bud Crawford's first and only fight at 168 pounds? And even with all that, how could you still feel confident that he's going to go up in there and do what he needs to do to beat a fighter like Terence Crawford? When he's not even taking this thing serious, not even taking it as serious as he needs to, not even taking it as serious as he should. Because we see Bud Crawford already. Already we got a just series of compilation videos of him doing all kinds of stuff, like he's been in camp for months already. So we see, right? We see. And what Bob Arum say, Terence is a true professional. He's a true professional. He's going to come to fight. He's going to come to win. And that's exactly what we see from Terence Bud Crawford. He ain't playing no games in this fight. Right? He ain't playing no games. I ain't seen no seriousness from Canelo Alvarez. And I'm just being honest. I'm looking for it. Because I'm not going to be looking for no excuses September 13th. So I'm looking for him to be serious going into this fight with Bud Crawford. I don't see nothing yet. I see Canelo still coasting. I see Canelo still on autopilot. I don't see Canelo fans. For the Canelo Alvarez fans, the people that got Canelo winning this fight due to weight, you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because Terence Crawford isn't James Kirkland. Terence Crawford isn't Danny Jacobs. Terence Crawford isn't Edeslandi Lara. Terence Crawford isn't any of these guys. He's a very serious fighter, and he's arguably one of the best. Right? We're going to see how truly great he is September 13th, because this is a significant move. And it typically don't end well for guys when they make this type of move. It don't necessarily end well. So we're going to see if Terence Bud Crawford is that rare exception. I don't see what Canelo's going to do. What techniques is he working on? Terence Crawford is a puzzle you have to figure out, bro. You're just not about to go up there and knock this dude out. You're not. You're not about to just go up in there and just walk this guy down and knock him out. That is not about to happen. So what you go do? Because your son, and I have no problem with that per se, right? But baby Canelo ain't going to help you deal with Terence Crawford, bro. You dancing on yachts and partying and all that, that's not going to help you prepare for Terence Bud Crawford, bro. Because not only do you got to deal with Terence Crawford, you got to deal with his team too. He got 3 coaches. Then he got Bernie. He got all this stuff going on. Dudes that's probably been watching you. See different things. Different coaches seeing different things from you that Terence Crawford could exploit, and they've been working on it. What have you been doing? Right? So I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. Maybe Canelo's training harder than I suspect, but I would like to see it because I've seen Canelo put in work before. I don't know if he's putting in the work that's going to be needed to thwart a guy like Terence Bud Crawford. I'm trying to see a great fight. I'm not trying to have no excuses. I'm trying to see the best version of Canelo Alvarez that we've seen in years. That's what I'm trying to see. I'm not trying to see this guy that showed up against William Sco. I'm not trying to see that guy. I'm trying to see Canelo that showed up against Triple G or any of the other big fights that he had that he put up a great performance in. That's what I'm trying to see because he's going to need it against Terence Bud Crawford. But tell me what you guys think. Is Canelo Alvarez taking this fight as serious as he should? And if not, do he need to? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.